Hello, hello. There we go. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. We had a loose connection and my soundboard fell out. So, yes, there was no audio because it wasn't plugged in. So, I apologize. I apologize. We should be good now. Um, we should be good. Thank you for your patience. Please let me know when you can hear me. My heart is like beating out of my chest. Ah! Hi, everyone. Um, Happy Monday. It's Monday. And I have to tell you, when you have those Mondays, I am feeling that Monday today. I do just want to say thank you, everybody who is here. I can't believe how many of you are here this quickly. It's crazy. And thank you so much for choosing to be here today. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my partner in crime here, producer sister. I don't know if you want to say hi.
Hi.
Good, we have sound coming through for you too. Hallelujah. Thank you so much. If you have never seen this show before, I'm sorry that this is your first impression of me. I'm usually a lot more professional than this, and I do apologize. I am
professionals.
I am professional. I am It's Kim. Welcome to It's Kim Live, and this is a show where I talk about pop culture topics that I care about. We usually go below the headlines, get into context because context matters. And I have an obsession with pop culture, and it's a problem. But thankfully, it's somehow created a career for me, which is weird. And you guys have decided to watch, so thank you very much for doing that. If this is your first time here, this is kind of what to expect. This is a live show. So here's how it works. First, we start with the main topic. That's what's in the thumbnail. That's what's in the title. That's probably why you clicked on this video. So we're going to get to that first. Then we have a halftime section where I talk to my beautiful community of space angels who I all see coming in. And I'm so happy to see you guys. I really am. It's been a day. And then we have our What the What section, which is just where we look at something from around the internet that is interesting, fun, crazy, entertaining, all that good stuff. I haven't seen it. I have no idea what it is. It is made courtesy of my partner in crime and my co-pilot producer sister, so I react to it authentically with you. I don't know what's coming. So it's a good time, right? If you're watching on the replay, there will be timestamps, so you can jump around and watch, whatever part of the stream you're interested in, or you can watch it in full as it was originally presented. I do want to say also right off the bat, thank you so much to General Scott, to Heather, and to Jean Rick, who have sent me PayPals today and over the past couple of days. I so appreciate that. Thank you very, very, very much. And as well, thank you so much, Silky, for gifting 5 memberships as we begun, which means that we are Team Odd to begin with on the membership front. Thank you very much. And Stephanie Mowry has been a member for 12 months. You got your one! Yay! Just said I got my one. Thanks to all of you, best community. So appreciate you. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy your badge. And if you would like to get a badge for yourself, you can join membership if you so choose. The 1th badge is our gift to people who have been here for 1 year. If before that, there's really cute little emojis of like my little logo thing that change as you're here longer. And then we are going to be soon getting into people having the tooth badge, which is exciting for 2 years.
I am 1 year, 11 months, and 27 days.
We're getting close. The tooths are coming. Also, thank you so much, General Scott, for the 5 gifted memberships and then the 1 gifted membership. So we are comfortably at 11. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate that. It's honestly like, I want to be very clear. You guys being here is enough. A like, a comment, a sub, all of that matters. It makes a huge difference for me and what I do, and I am so appreciative of it. If you do want to support the channel in a financial way, I do really love gifting memberships because not only does it benefit me, but it also brings other people in. And I like to say, like, I know that I have gotten comments from people who have gotten a membership and it's really just made their day and it's made them so happy. So that's kind of where I say if you want to do something, that is definitely an option if that's something you want to think about. Denise sent in a super chat. Hello, saying lurk mode. I'm putting furniture together. Lacey snack box. Well, thank you very much.
Good luck with the furniture.
Good luck with the furniture.
I've
Is it
been
like
there.
IKEA or what? If you can take yourself away to let us know in the chat, you don't have to send another super chat. Just let me know. Just let me know. But yeah, like Hunger Games salute to you because it's hard. I am not good at building furniture. Producer sister is much better at building furniture than I am. And Tyrena has been a member for 14 months saying, I love this community and we love you. Thank you so, so much.
And also, happy birthday to Silky.
Yes, happy birthday, Silky. I saw that in the chat. That is awesome. I have it in my notes here, and I got distracted. So thank you very much for saying that, producer sister. But yes, happy birthday to you. And I hope that you are having a good day. All right. So, guys, we got more Sean, John, Jacob, Jingle, Heimer, Schmidt updates to go over. So let's do it. Oh, now, in the case of actual Sean John, Sean Combs, Diddy, Puff Daddy, his million names, I give up. Rumpelstiltskin at this point, I don't even know. We don't have a lot of updates. What?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Just all these different names, I lose track. It's ridiculous, and I've really had enough. I'm waiting for him to rebrand again, like to rebrand himself. It's gonna be like the prison version of Sean Combs. What will he call himself then? I don't know, because he's gonna have to do something, because love is not gonna go over well in prison.
No.
Just saying. Okay. So, oh sorry, I just saw Doro. OMG one! Congratulations, you got your one. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who is here. My goodness, this number is high and it's freaking me out. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you have not. And feel free to take part in the chat. We're friendly here. And everybody be nice. I know we generally are. But okay, let's go through.
And Denise said it's Amazon furniture.
It's Amazon.
That can be hit and miss, so.
It can be hit and miss, but
We've had both.
I've had both. One of my favorite pieces of furniture ever I got from Amazon, so I'm not going to throw any shade. And honestly, like, if it works, awesome. I love it when things just go together and they work. All right, so this stream will include speculation and opinion and should not be taken as fact. Always do your own research. Links to the sources are in the description. I haven't updated the doc yet. I will. It's been a lot. And hi, YouTube Human Reviewer. We've tried to ensure that this video is appropriate according to your community guidelines because we love this platform and we would like to stay on it as long as you will have us. And viewers, please do not send hate to anyone famous or not. It is not cute. We are all entitled to our opinions, but do not do anything that would cause harm to people. I do not support hate of any kind. Okay, and we have a new disclaimer slide, everyone. I updated it. Sean Combs is innocent until proven guilty of all charges!
Woohoo!
And allegations. And maintains his innocence of some of the crimes alleged. His current court case is still ongoing. That's the best update I've done in a long time to that slide, and it makes me very happy. All right. Well, guys, we're going to go over a few things today, maybe a little bit different than what we normally do. And it's very simply that it's getting weird out there. It's getting weird. This is one of my favorite characters from Rick and Morty, Mr. Meeseeks. He's just anxiety in a character, and I relate. I literally have called my anxiety at points Mr. Meeseeks because it's too accurate. It's too accurate. And it is. It's getting weird. There is a lot of misinformation going on right now around the Diddy stuff. So we're going to go through some of that today. And I hope that that is okay with you guys. I'm just looking at the chat and checking in with you guys. Try not just, what do you mean? It's getting weird. I mean, it's getting weirder, but like you'll get what I'm saying. You'll get what I mean. Okay. So to begin, we've been seeing a lot of stuff over the past few days about people deleting their Twitters. I sound like Elaine, the Twitters, their X profiles and their history. The first big one that I saw trending was actually Pink. People were saying that Pink had deleted all of her Twitter posts and therefore maybe it had something to do with what was going on with Diddy. Just want to say right off the bat here, Pink deleted most of her Twitter like 7 months ago. And there's an article here about that, just confirming that her lack of Twitter activity or Twitter stuff being deleted, it really doesn't have anything to do with Diddy as far as I can tell. It looks like, as she put it, she broke her silence after quitting the social media platform X, previously known as Twitter. The singing sensation, who was currently in Australia on tour at the time, appeared on an Australian TV show and revealed that she had gotten unaliving threats and absolute hatred on the platform before she decided to leave it altogether. And she said, "Oh yeah, I feel free. Yes, I'm done." And she said, I've had so many beautiful experiences on Twitter and made so many wonderful connections that I never would have had otherwise, but that's not what Twitter is anymore. Now it is just a cesspool of unhappy people that go on there to dump. I don't disagree. And it's just not good for your mental health. Pinks, whose real name is Alicia Beth Moore, said one person told her they hoped she slowly. Okay? So she said, I just did this experiment where I tweeted a dot, a period, and then and the things that people said to me, like, I hope you slowly, you're dumb. And a couple of other people were like, did you mean to do that? But for the most part, it was just absolute hatred. And I was like, yeah, I need to remind myself and other people that you don't need to participate in any of that. So I'm just not going to participate anymore. So her profile on X is still there at the time of publishing. However, all of her tweets have been deleted. So it's not Pink. I also have seen another story circulating, believe it or not, on Threads, from someone who says that they did go to a Diddy party alongside Pink back in the day. They both felt weird and they left. I don't think Pink is the problem here, guys. That's just my opinion. I'll see if I can share that on Instagram with you guys and you can see it, because it's not. Next person that also it was discussed was Megan Fox. People said Megan Fox deleted a whole bunch of her stuff on Twitter in response to the Diddy stuff, except Megan Fox has not posted on Twitter since 2013 and has never followed anybody. Her last post was made on January 9th, 2013, and you can see it on Wayback Machine, an archive. And she also deleted her Instagram posts and unfollowed everyone in May of 2024. So, yeah, I doubt anything to do with Megan Fox's online activity has to do with Diddy. Now, Usher, though. We got to talk about Usher. And I have to be honest, some of this is going to be my speculation and opinion. Over the weekend, most of Usher's tweets disappeared, which of course people started going, oh, there's something up with that. There's something going on there.
And honestly, I think this is the one that sparked everybody else, that people started hunting to look at everybody else's profiles to see if anything was gone.
Yeah.
And then everything just took off into a slew of insanity.
Absolutely. It's complete and utter chaos. But he has claimed that he was hacked. And in all fairness, as of today, his tweets are all back up. Now, I don't know if they're all back up. I did not have the time to cross-reference everything on Wayback Machine of what he has tweeted forever onto today. I don't know. But he is claiming he was hacked. The stuff is back up. So you believe what you want. But that is what's going on there, allegedly. And I may talk about Usher later on in this show. It'll depend. We'll see how we do. Next one. There is an image of Vice President Kamala Harris with Diddy. Except it's not with Diddy. It is a doctored image of when she was at an event with Montel Williams. And someone decided to just superimpose Diddy's face over top of Montel and say that it was her. I'd also like to comment, I find it very interesting that the original photo looks like it was shot with a potato and Diddy's face is in 4K. This isn't true. This isn't real. Okay? Producer sister?
Uh-huh.
There is also, as producer sister has been like screaming this at me all morning, there is video of this event.
Yeah.
From like Inside Edition.
It was a red carpet event in 2001 when they were briefly dating. He literally had to introduce her to the paparazzi because at that point he was the one who was more famous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, how do you look at that image and not know it's Photoshop?
It's not real, okay?
Like, come on, guys.
And I'm not going to get political into this.
No.
Because quite bluntly, and this is a side note. For those of you who are new, I take a very strong stance on this channel that I don't want politics here. The reason I don't want politics here is A, I am Canadian, and it's important that I don't say things that could potentially influence or affect foreign elections. I respect the democratic process, and I try to be respectful. Now, I'm a human being, okay? I have opinions. I'm not going to lie to you. And also, I do care about the United States because the United States and Canada share the largest land border, like on the planet, of two countries. Okay. And your economy, our economy, we both help each other. Our militaries help each other. I care about my neighbors to the south. All right. But I try to stay in my lane. I hope that that makes sense. I am seeing a lot of discussion to do with politics and the issue of Diddy. And I just want to say there are politicians on both sides of the aisle that have made comments or taken photos with Diddy. That in no way for either side of the aisle implicates that they had anything to do with what Diddy did at this FO parties. Okay? Because Diddy was the one who had the biggest parties at the time. We have heard from other people that it's almost like there were tiers, that some people found out some stuff and some people didn't. Not everybody that went to those parties participated in these actions, or maybe we're not aware of them. We don't know. And at this point, we cannot paint anyone with that brush.
A picture does not mean you did anything. It also doesn't mean you didn't, but it doesn't mean you did.
So I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done with this conversation to do with the politics. I'm not continuing it any further because when crap like this is going around and people are believing it and tweeting it out as fact, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. There is so much misinformation right now, and this is an election season, and it's really important. All I will say is for my American friends out there, fact check what you're looking at. Everything. Because ultimately, the currency of the internet is engagement. People make money off of you clicking, and they will lie to get people to click and make money. Okay? And this is prime territory. I have more people in this stream right now than I have had in a long time because this topic is something that people care about and they want to know what's going on. And I can sit here and tell you that I am going to do my absolute best to make sure that I'm giving you guys factual information to the best of my ability. I'm going to make mistakes, but there's a reason that I have a source document. There's a reason that I try to be above board and I painstakingly look into things. But there's a lot of people who don't. And if I'm wrong, I will tell you. I've always been that way. Okay? Because I'm going to make mistakes. I'm a person, right? Just like you. Okay? But just please be conscious of this.
And also use your common sense. Come on, guys. That picture is obviously photoshopped. But the number of people who believe this is scary. And as Dreadnought just said in the chat, we shouldn't go with guilty by association in this case. A picture is not guilt. Nope. It is not an admission that they were involved on either side of the aisle. Wait for actual court documents, information that ties people to it.
Yep.
We cannot go off of, oh, so-and-so took a picture.
Yeah.
No.
And as far as politicians being aligned with certain people, there's a certain clip of The Apprentice out there of a certain former president saying that he is good friends with Diddy and would stick up for him. And he said it to Aubrey O'Day's face on his show. Okay? So I'm just going to leave that there. There are people on both sides. I've seen Obama in pictures with Diddy. We don't know what the truth is of the matter. So until we know the truth, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. And I'm not going to engage in this conversation about politics and Diddy any further. This is it. This is it. Unless there is something credible that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
And I hope that that makes sense. I hope you all understand why I'm saying that. I hope we can stay civil in this chat. Okay? So I went political and now it's done. We're moving on.
Yeah.
Okay? We've addressed it. Oh, but as far as things getting weird, there is still a lot of smoke going on surrounding a few individuals close to Diddy. Particularly, we're going to talk about Jennifer Lopez and we're going to talk about Kim Porter. Jennifer Lopez first. I do want to be clear about one thing I have been noticing as I have been doing a lot of research. I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background right now for Popcorn Planet. And as I've been kind of studying this case and well, I guess now it's officially the case, but the history of Diddy and the crime associated with Diddy. I've seen a lot of rumors, I've seen a lot of things said, and there is a lot of interest right now coming up surrounding the what I have to call the Pew Pew incident at Club New York in 1999. And this is the incident that involved Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, and Shine. Okay, so Shine, who is now the leader of the opposition in Belize, Jennifer Lopez, who is Jennifer Lopez, and Diddy, who is now in prison. Now, Jennifer was implicated in this event. But I want to be clear about something. I do think it's very interesting when I talk about Jennifer Lopez because I have been told in like the same video that I have been very mean to Jennifer. And basically, I should be ashamed of myself for the way that I've spoken about her. And then I've also been told that I've gone way too easy on her and given her way too much benefit of the doubt. When it comes to Jennifer Lopez, it's polarizing, right? I don't know how how to explain this any clearer. But one thing I have said from the very beginning, and I will continue to say, is Jennifer Lopez's alleged involvement in this event had to do with her carrying a pew pew in her purse. In Cassie's lawsuit, she talks about a situation in which she was pressured and essentially forced to do the same thing. And people have been very forgiving when it comes to Cassie and that firearm. And I don't see the same type of compassion for Jennifer. It's the same man. It was a similar dynamic in the sense that Jennifer was just starting out in her music career, same as Cassie was. Now, Jennifer was signed to a different label. She was not signed with Bad Boy Records. She was under Tommy Mottola, which is a whole nother thing. Sorry, I already hear you laughing.
So messy.
I think both of us, producer sister and I, as soon as we say the word Tommy Mottola, we instantly get Michael Jackson in our head going, and Tommy Mottola is the devil. Yeah. We just keep going because it's like that pretty much sums it up. So if we're going to give leniency to Cassie, I think we should give a little bit of leniency to J-Lo because we don't know what happened here. We don't know the situation fully. Now, she may have lied under oath. She may have done a few things here. Are we past the statute of limitations? There's a lot of questions about this, so people are asking. And I found an article over the weekend that I was like, I want to read this with everybody and share it with everybody because I really loved just how deep it went into places of this. And I thought it was a fantastic summary of why she is, a part of this conversation now. Except when I click on that link now, I get redirected to Daily Mail's main showbiz page. The article's gone. This is not the first article or the first article that had a section that has now been removed that I have seen over the past week as I've been doing my research. So I want to stress moving into this part of the show. This is alleged, and it does look like this may have been retracted. But Wayback Machine remembers. And this was the article. So yes, allegedly, speculation, blah, blah, blah. I went back and I found the link and I went through and I found it. Okay, so I'm not lying to you. But this was the article and it said, Jennifer Lopez on high alert as ex-Diddy is charged over fears a nightclub, that's the thing, where she was arrested will be reopened. Okay? So Jennifer Lopez's management team are on high alert and have held crisis talks to prepare a plan should the star get dragged into the ongoing criminal investigations into her ex, Sean Diddy Combs. Insiders said that Lopez's team were weighing up to whether she should break her silence on the arrest with Combs over the Pew Pew incident. Okay? So I'm not going to go through the whole article because if it's been redacted, I'm guessing it's because there's information in there that isn't accurate or for whatever reason it shouldn't have been said. And I don't want to get anybody in trouble here, okay? But basically, what they were saying is sources were talking to the Daily Mail, saying that they were anticipating some drama. They were in crisis talks about how she should respond if the ongoing case triggers the past. Um, Jennifer was present when the incident happened, and a lot of people in the industry are looking at her sideways. So the thing is, though, I don't necessarily disagree that this concept could be true, right? I mean, if I was her, I would be nervous, but I also don't know what her legal team has told her to do, what potentially any NDAs she has signed, any agreements she's had. Maybe she has spoken with you know, the feds and she's just keeping herself quiet. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. But I'm just saying the fact that this was here and now it's not is a bit sus. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm saying, and I hope you guys get what I mean. And holy smokes, I just looked at the number of people who are here, and I am fighting throwing up because I'm very nervous. Thank you all so much for being here. Please make sure you have subscribed. Please make sure you like this stream. Be nice in the chat, all that good stuff. So that's the stuff going on with Jennifer, and I'm going to keep watching, and I'm going to be looking for more credible information on this stuff, but yeah, there's a lot of weird going on there. There's a lot of weird going on there. Now, but weirder still has been the discussions surrounding Kim Porter. All right, I know I just asked you all to put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to ask you guys again. If any of you have been following this drama with Kim Porter's book in quotations, let me know, because oh, is this crazy. This is absolutely nuts. So for those of you that don't know, I'm going to try to fill you in. Kim Porter is Diddy's late ex-girlfriend. They have multiple children together, and she has been a topic of much discussion. As Kim Porter, as I said, late ex-girlfriend, she is no longer with us. She passed away a number of years ago from pneumonia, which many people have suspicions about, and they don't believe that that's necessarily true. That is speculation at this time. Now, a couple months ago, we talked about a potential rumored diary tell-all book that might be coming. And I was very skeptical of it at that time. And truth be told, I'm still really skeptical about it right now. And we're just going to talk about that a little bit because I see both sides of the conversation, so we're going to go into both sides. So there are a few rumored tell-all books, but the one that we're talking about is this one. This is Kim's Lost Words, A Journey for Justice from the Other Side. It is written by Jamal T. Millwood, but that's a pen name for the book. And oddly enough, the pen name is supposedly associated with Tupac. It's weird. And it is the #1 bestseller right now on Amazon in books. And the funny thing is if you actually just search Kim's Lost Words in Amazon, it doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. You have to find the link outside of Amazon, at least for me. Maybe that's my settings, but yeah, it was a lot. The book is short. It is 59 pages, 60 pages, and it is salacious. Guys, it is it's a lot. It's full of stories and crazy details about adult activities and other things that happened, many group adult activities and craziness. So full disclosure, I have ordered this book. It's taken a bit longer to get into Canada, unfortunately, so I should be getting it tomorrow. Should be. We'll see. But I decided to get this with the understanding that I don't know if it's true or untrue. And I say that because there is controversy surrounding it, and we're going to address all of it, but I think it's important for me, from a reporting perspective, that either this book is going to be proven true or proven false. Right? One way or the other. And if I have it on hand, at least I can do my own digging and figure it all out. But at this time, it is looking like this could be a cash grab based on lies. Period. So, why do I say this? Well, Daily Mail, again, was the one that actually kind of broke this. They did a big interview with the guy who has released this book. And we went through some of it on the live on Popcorn last Thursday. But here's kind of the overview. A new book accuses Sean Diddy Combs of A-ing his late girlfriend, taping himself while having interactions with a male teenage pop star, and adult parties with an Oscar winner and his wife. The 60-page book, Kim's Lost Words, claims to be a collection of diaries. Kim Porter, the mother of three of his children, who passed of pneumonia in 2018, leaked by her friends. It describes Combs' colorful love life from the 1990s through Porter's final year, including alleged philandering with both male and female top musicians and rappers, and group activities at his home in which Porter took part. So, Al B. Sure, though, on the other hand, who was an ex-boyfriend, or I think they might have married, maybe husband, of
They have
Kim
a kid
Porter.
together.
They have a child together. They have Quincy, I believe.
Mhm.
I think it's Quincy, yeah.
I think so.
So he has come forward in the last couple of hours to basically be like, I'm threatening legal action because this is all fake. And in the book, it alleges that he and Diddy hooked up, allegedly. I can't. Anyway, so this is what Al B. Sure is saying. So Al B. Sure is threatening to take legal action against the creators of a fake memoir with an alleged diary entries from his late ex-wife, Kim Porter. Okay, wife, they're married.
There's unconfirmed reports. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. It's kind of a gray area, it looks like, whether or not they did actually get married. There was an interview in 2020.
How do you... this is the thing I don't understand with celebrities, is sometimes they're like, we don't know if they were married or not. I'm like, how do they hide this stuff? I don't get it.
Yeah, full transparency, I just checked on Wikipedia quickly, and it says that according to some reports stemming from a 2020 Albee interview on Fox Social Network, they were married from sometime between late 89 and either late 1990 or 1991. Okay. So
they were together.
It's fuzzy.
Yeah. Okay. So they were together. So Albee wrote, I am writing this post to formally request an investigation into an entire group of individuals who worked at or around the residence of Ms. Kimberly Porter during or including the publicist who assisted drafting this. He wrote via Instagram Monday alongside snippets of the alleged diary entries from Porter in Jamal T. Millwood's newly released book, Kim's Lost Words. The Night and Day singer, born Albert Joseph Brown III, claimed that the people who worked closely with his ex-wife were also instructed to seal her computer and mobile devices, which contained her original book notes. Original notes are distinct from the fabricated BS and offensive pages circulated via Amazon, which depict graphic adult acts involving me that never took place and were edited after Ms. Porter's tragic passing, which he is calling the M word, which I cannot say. Remember how I said there's like the pneumonia thing? Yeah. Al, 56, continued, referring to Chapter 5 of the best-selling book, claiming he had relations with Combs. In a separate post, the Off on Your Own Girl crooner alleged there will be a significant suit headed right for the heads of the responsible parties who dragged my name into this BS. I love that. Al claimed he and Porter, who passed at 47 in 2018 after a battle with pneumonia, talked right up until a few days prior to her demise, and she was in good health at the time. Al also echoed suspicious claims surrounding the model's passing, writing that she was privy to the heinous crimes her and her ex Combs allegedly committed. Unfortunately, Kimberlina was taken from us way too soon, and before she could complete her true thoughts before this fake, unauthorized edit released on Amazon, which the disappearance of her computer and vital evidence raises significantly more questions, he wrote. It is evident that her potential to expose the realities of her personal A, being for substances, and the many, many cars, how I censor that. She was privy to, akin to the brave actions of Ms. Cassie Ventura, posed a threat to those profiting from such heinous activities, Al added. In a nutshell, Kimberly was allegedly taken from us because she was set on course to accomplish what Ms. Cassie Ventura did by igniting the bonfire which brings us here today, with the avalanche that has brought Satin to their chambers. Okay, so that's what I'll be sure is saying. But where I have pause is back to the Daily Mail article. Something I want to say that I find very interesting is there was a big interview that happened last year through a journalist at the Daily Mail, where this is kind of off topic, but stay with me, you'll understand what I'm saying. Where this journalist interviewed Kevin Federline, the father of Britney Spears' two sons. And her sons were also brought into this interview. And there were claims that were made in this interview that later on Kevin questioned and basically said, I didn't say that. To which the Daily Mail shot back, we have like hours of footage of you and your family and conversations filmed. We stand by what we said. So when the Daily Mail says stuff like this, I pay attention. So I was given the memoir, 60 pages. This is what the guy said that published the book. I was also given a photo and told if I wanted to access the Diddy tapes, I could have that also, he said. I know for a fact the tape of Diddy with the teenage pop star has been shopped to Hollywood studios by other parties. Todd also shared, Todd is the last name of the guy, shared a photo of Porter, which he said was taken in her bathroom at the Lake Mansion around 2009. He claimed a friend of Porter took the photo while she applied makeup to cover up an injury from one of Diddy's alleged attacks. The photo background matches the realtor photos of the master bathroom at the mansion, where Porter was later found deceased in 2018. So, I don't know what exactly this guy has, and I don't know what the Daily Mail has seen, but I have questions. I have a lot of questions. So, how do I word this? When it comes to this case with Diddy, what has scared me is that every crazy thing I have heard about this story has basically come true. I never thought we would end up where we are when Cassie filed her lawsuit. The things that I have seen, the craziness that I think we've all heard. I mean, we live in a world now where in a police report it says that they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil at Diddy's house. Rooms with cameras. People didn't even know they were being filmed from these angles. Allegedly a system where he can basically cast his whatever is happening in these rooms on any television in his home or on his phone when he's not even there. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. And so I am hesitant to be like, I don't believe any of this. I don't believe any of this because I don't know, which is exactly why I got the book and I'm going to do my own research on it because quite bluntly, the book could be fan fiction essentially based on what other people have said. Right? So the contents of the book could be accurate in parts. I don't know. But yes, Katie, it is knuckin' futz. As Pascal says, it's absolutely crazy. And I'm going to continue to watch this and follow it. If you want to know more, you can subscribe. You can like the stream, all those things. And I will continue to do my own research and see what I can find. Yeah, exactly. Silky said the so-called 50 Shades of Baby Oil. I can't. We're in halftime. I will say, though, it was really funny. There was a clip of Diddy's lawyer talking to the media saying that there was like a Costco down the street or something when
Yeah.
he was asked about the baby oil. And I'm like, no, Costco is sitting here like Taylor Swift going, I would like to be excluded from this narrative. Like, I want nothing to do with this. And the most hilarious thing, too, was I actually Googled like Costco baby oil and nothing came up. And then I went on Costco's official site and I searched baby oil and it redirected me to like the homepage of the baby section. Oh gosh. The things I have searched on Google this week in the past
Yeah, our
week.
Google history is a little scary.
There's been a few where I've just been like, I just Googled this, and I'm like telling my friends while I'm chatting, and I'm just putting the gif of like, FBI, open up! Because
The good thing is, you are not the only one who's Googling
No!
these things. And if you look at it like trend-wise for this time, like 5 years from now, all of these things will have like a spike in searches and that because of this case. So
it's a lot.
you have there is understanding of why they're not completely out of the blue.
Yeah, it's nuts. I did want to mention something because there is one other thing that has been getting a lot of attention with the Diddy stuff, and I purposely did not allude to it in the title. I'm not alluding to it in the tags. I'm not doing it in the description because I don't want this to be a thing that I'm actively promoting until we know more about it. And when I talk about it, I want to do so with respect and understanding. There's a lot of conversation right now surrounding Justin Bieber. And I saw this morning that apparently Hailey Baldwin's dad has made some social media post that's cryptic, and people are reading into it because this isn't the first time that Stephen Baldwin has made a statement that could... I mean, he went off about Hailey and Justin's marriage a couple months ago, and saying like we need to pray for them and whatever. And that to me just, it really bugged me. I'm like, I don't understand why you're saying that kind of thing, because it's not your business, bluntly put. Full disclosure, I've never been a huge fan of Justin Bieber, and I've never been a huge fan of Hailey Baldwin. Through all the drama last year, I have been firmly in Team Selena. However, there is a lot going on right now to do with Bieber. And again, there's also a lot of misinformation. There was a clip that was going around. Lacey, are you licking your foot? Sorry. There's a lot of misinformation going around about him too. There was this one interview where he's crying and he's upset and he's talking about a girl, and there were some people saying that he was talking about his daughter, except he doesn't have a daughter. He has a son who was literally just born. His name is Jack. And the clip where he was crying is actually him talking about Billie Eilish.
From 4 years ago.
Yes. And kind of saying that he didn't want Billie to have to go through the things that he went through and that he would be there for her. Which I appreciate. I know she looks up to him a lot. And Justin, regardless of what the truth is in this situation, has been through so much. So much. Just the rise to fame that he had. And I don't believe that the adults around him maybe did the best that they could for him. At bare minimum. I do want to say, I have tried to be very open about my history to a point, and I believe that when you have any type of a platform, that you need to be responsible with it. And I just want to say this. We don't know what Justin saw or what he was exposed to or anything that happened. But we've got a lot of people right now assuming specific things have happened to him. I am a survivor of CSA. I was 7. And it went on for an extended period of time. So I have, from that experience, something called complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And it affected the way that I developed, and it affects me every day to present day. And I sit before you today struggling with a lot of chronic pain today, talking to my doctor yesterday to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I want to be very clear. I am not saying that anything happened to Justin. But CSA is a very serious form of abuse, as is all. And it's a very complicated one. And it's very, very difficult on the survivor. I am concerned for him right now. And I want to stress that, if something did happen. Because all of this attention on him and people, like messaging him or saying like, you need to come forward, you need to say what you know, you need to do that. He actually doesn't have to. And I want to apologize. I generally do not curse on air. I try to keep my language very clean, but this is a very personal thing for me. So I apologize if anything slips out, just as a warning, and sorry, Mom. But what happened to him is none of anyone's business. The same as the specifics of what happened to me are nobody's business. He doesn't owe anyone an explanation for anything. And if he feels that he has information, whether it's related to that or not, that is relevant to the feds, then that's up to him. That's up to him. And very clearly, and this is something I'm going to be looking into and I'm going to be writing and things like that, is he has let us know that as he was growing up, that he was hurting, that people weren't listening to him, that he wrote about it in the song Lonely, which I'm sure you guys have all seen clips of now. He was sick. He was going through it. And he didn't have people around him taking care of him the way that they should have, in my opinion, based on that information. Which is exactly why I'm going to say this. I know there's a lot of people right now that are also saying, well, by the same token then, we can very firmly at this point say that Usher was also, I have to say, G-worded by Diddy. Because he did that one interview with Howard Stern, right, where he talked about Puffy Flavor Camp, where he was sent there as a kid. He spent a year there, and he saw curious things of stuff going on in Diddy's house. And then when Howard asked him, would you send your kids to Puffy Flavor Camp? His response was, hell no. I want to preface this by saying that if something did happen to Usher when he was a child, I'm very sorry that that happened. And I extend him grace on that front. But as someone who also went through CSA, and I'm not saying Usher did, I'm just saying, I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that something happened because I don't know and we don't know. And it is none of my business if something did happen if he doesn't want to share it, okay? If Usher had the sense to not send his own children to Puffy Flavor Camp, his response going, hell no, then why do we have this clip of Justin spending 48 hours with Diddy doing things they couldn't disclose in that clip, right? I'm sure you guys know the clip I'm talking about. It's been everywhere. So right now, I am side-eyeing Usher. Big time.
Partially because he was the one who took him to Diddy. Right?
Yeah, because
Usher took Justin.
Diddy mentored Usher. Usher mentored Justin. He was signed to Usher. If something was going on, and that this is a big if, please understand that I'm saying this is alleged, this is speculation, this is my opinion. This is a big if. if there was something going on. And I'm inclined to believe so, because if Usher wouldn't send his own child there, why did Justin go? I feel like right now, where we should be questioning should be at Diddy and should be at Usher. Because if Usher knew that that was going to happen, if Usher knew that there was even the potential for Justin to get hurt and he did not intervene and it just happened, fuck you, Usher. I can't. I cannot excuse it. I cannot. And I am in this place now where I cannot look at him the same way again. I just can't. And I hope that you guys understand what I mean. And I'm saying it's an if. It's an if. But it's not okay. It's not okay. And I've hit a point with this now, looking at it and following this story for months. Can we please leave, I'm going to say, potential victims out of this? I can't imagine how difficult it is right now for anyone who was hurt at these parties having to see all of this. Just re-traumatizing every time they open up their social media or they go on YouTube or they turn on the TV. It's just awful. And I hope that they can get justice. I really do. And again, if Usher didn't do anything, you know, and he needs his justice, then I mean, I'm behind him 100%. But I hope you guys understand what I mean. And is it Helene T? Like, I understand that, and that's why I said, like, I know that he may have been G-worded as well. I don't know. But my point is that he had enough sense to say to Howard Stern that he would not send his own children there. That's my point. That's my point. And yes, you guys are noticing Lacey is alerted, and she has been. But this is also important for me to talk about and to voice, and it's scary, especially like there's so many of you here. Oh my gosh. But I just can't. That is the one part of this story that has just really bothered me the most over the past couple of days. It's just really been weighing on me. And I wish the best for everybody. I want justice to be served. I want the truth to come out. I want whoever is responsible to be exposed. I don't care who they are. It's time. It's time. But can we please stop pressuring people like Justin Bieber to say something when we don't know the whole story and people are assuming things, and it's gotten so out of control.
And the thing is, we don't know. As you said, maybe he already is talking to the feds. And maybe he's going to do that in confidence.
Yep.
It's not mandatory for him to make a public statement.
Nope.
He can do that in his own time if he chooses. And I know people say, well, coming out and saying something is healing. It is for some. And it depends on where you're at in your healing journey, whether or not you feel that you're ready to do that. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes. We don't know what happened to him. So we have to respect what he needs for his own journey in this.
Yeah. And the other thing I will say, and this is, I don't think I shared this before, but, and I want to be clear, every situation is 100% different, right? Every situation is 100% different. And I am in no way trying to say that if something did indeed happen, that his experience would mirror mine in any capacity. But I can tell you, as I grew up, I knew something had happened to me. I didn't know what it was. I had a lot of repressed stuff going on, like a lot. And the first break in that was when I was 28. The second was when I was 30. And the third was when I was 33. I think I've got the whole picture now. I think. And sometimes when people, it just in general, get mad at adults that aren't coming forward about what's happened to them as kids, like, I feel like that's something people just need to remember. That it's like the brain does things to protect you when you're going through these horrific things. It's the way that our brains are designed. And it's entirely possible that things can happen to someone and they don't remember. So you're yelling at someone to say something about something they don't even remember.
Or maybe coming back in waves right now.
And I believe, I did look into this. I think like the average age of when CSA survivors will come forward is in their 40s. I believe I saw that in a statistic at one point. It's not a one size fits all, and it is an individual journey, and pushing someone when they're not ready is not cool. And so I guess if I have one thing to say of this whole rant, it's very simply leave Justin alone. Leave him alone. Because no matter what happened, this isn't helping. Right? And if you are going to say something publicly about Justin, let it be focused on what he has said and being like, yep, if anything did happen and he does decide to come forward, we got his back. We got your back. I will believe him. 100,000,000%. And if that's not the energy, I'm not interested in it. Does that make sense, producer sister?
Mm-hmm.
Like and that's why like it bothers me when like I see these clips where they're going like, Justin's talking about his daughter and he's crying. It's like, no, he's talking about Billie Eilish because he cares about Billie Eilish and wants her to be okay and doesn't want her to go through the things that he went through. Fair. But people are running their mouths and talking about stuff they know nothing about right now.
Yep.
With blatant misinformation. And I get that everybody wants to find answers.
They all want the scoop.
Yeah, everybody wants the scoop. Everybody wants the engagement. Everybody wants this. But it's like, guys, this story is crazy enough as it is. It is crazy enough as it is. We don't need to be making anything up, or over speculating, for lack of a better term. That's my opinion.
Well, there's things to speculate on, and then there are just people flat out making up stories, passing them off as truth. Like I saw a video advertised to me on YouTube today saying Justin's broken his silence and addressed the Diddy case. It was all clickbait. It's completely made up. He has not made a statement.
Well, his PR person has made a statement, I believe, to People magazine, basically saying he's focusing on being a father and a husband, and he will not be addressing it.
But like in this particular video, I did click on it to see if there was something we were missing. And they didn't even address that piece. It was just complete clickbait. And it's so frustrating of just, as you said, there's enough crazy headlines, people. We don't need to make up more.
Yeah.
If you, like the stuff we saw coming out last week, like.
It is what it is, man.
It
is what it is. It is what it is.
Scary.
Okay, I need to catch up on support, everybody. Thank you for hearing me out. I'm sorry I got a bit animated, but just that's one of those things for me that I'm just like, nuh-uh. Oh, Judy said, much love out of ItsKim, and low key, wow, you're older than 33. I'm 34. I went through it.
Yep.
Last summer. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And basically what I was able to piece together with the help of my psychologist and my doctors, I'm very lucky to be alive. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm here, and some days I'm glad to be here and some days I'm not, just to be fully honest. It's hard. It's really hard. But this is part of what I try to do. This is part of how I take my power back and I get my voice back. Because my monster tried. But God wasn't done with me. So that's why I'm here. Um, and
for you, this is a form of healing.
Yes.
It's not the same for everyone, which is why we're saying what would be healing for one person in a situation like this does not mean it's healing for another. For others, it could be very traumatizing.
Yes.
You have to do what is right for you. And us as the general public, or just for anyone who is a bystander next to someone who's been going through this, this is not a one size fits all. You cannot force people to fit into other people's molds of what has helped them heal. They have to find their own. And sometimes that takes time, and sometimes that's really, really hard. But you have to let them figure it out on their own, in their own time. It can't be in yours.
And it's honestly like one of the most frustrating parts of that for me, like all of this has been that I thought what I was able to kind of get my head wrapped around when I was 30 was it. And then I, started doing online stuff and, like there was the depth trial, there was everything. And I was like, okay, like I'm starting to rebuild my life and I'm good and I got this. And then it was like, I got kicked off a cliff and I was just in free fall after thinking that I was on solid ground.
Yeah.
And it really just, it was like, I have to go through this again. I have to go through processing this all again. When do I find the bottom? When are we done? Right? And just that in itself was so incredibly exhausting. Just,
I think one thing we've talked about through your healing journey as an analogy, and I think it can translate for a lot of people, is when your brain goes into that protective mode and you don't remember things. And then it gets to the point that it feels like it's ready to start remembering, and all these memories come flooding back. We kind of talked about it, that it was a filing cabinet within your brain. And when things happen, the memories get smushed in a drawer and it's slammed shut and you don't remember. And slowly but surely, as your brain is ready and you're starting to heal and process, the brain will open up a filing cabinet. And those pieces come back out. We don't know when we get to the end of the filing cabinet.
nope.
We don't get to choose when those drawers open. And as one thing we've talked about is, as much as it hurts and it's hard, it's in a way a victory when those drawers open, because it means your brain is healing and it's ready to process these things. It sucks.
It's very
it
much a
so
thanks.
hard.
I hate it.
I know. Like, it doesn't. It's this complete oxymoron of, it means your brain is trying to heal. You're trying to heal. You're getting to that point. Your brain feels ready to open up that next drawer of absolute crap. Doesn't make it any easier.
No.
And we don't know when we get to the last drawer. But it is a process. Yeah. And it's really hard. And we just kind of have to hold on and get through it. And trust that if your brain's ready to open that drawer, then you're ready to go through it.
It's happening.
You can do it.
You can't stop it, man. It's happening. I tried. It doesn't stop. It does not stop.
Like, it's a season, the next season in your healing, it will pass, It may pass like a kidney
Kidney
stone,
stone.
but it will pass.
That's basically what I say a lot of the time too. Like my friends are catching up with me. They're like, "How's it going?" And I'm like, "This too shall pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but it's gonna pass." And that's all you can do.
So if, just circling back, like if Justin had things happen to him, if he is in the process of trying to unpack all of this, or any other victim in this situation, because we can say with confidence there are victims in this situation.
There are many victims in this
situation.
situation.
We don't know who they all are.
Many.
But we don't know where they're at in that journey. And we have to respect their healing process and understand that our healing process, if you are someone who has been through something like this or not, does not match what ours would necessarily be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just try to take a step back and show compassion and understanding for these people. This is not going to be easy.
No.
Going through it on your own, in your own life, is hard enough. Having to do it with the entire world looking at you,
nightmare,
is just an absolute nightmare.
Nightmare.
So,
yeah.
What comes out, what happens, we don't know. And just because, too, we're not seeing things in public doesn't mean that these victims aren't doing things behind the scenes with authorities.
Yeah. So we need to withhold judgment.
That may be all they can handle right now.
Yep.
And that's okay. They don't owe the public answers.
Yep, they don't. They don't. And yeah. And like I know there's a lot of people that are like, leak the tapes, leak the tapes, leak the tapes. I really hope they don't.
No, neither do I.
I really hope they don't.
That is the only good thing I can see coming from this trial when we get there, if, as we assume, it won't be televised. Those tapes don't need to be public.
I don't think they would be.
But we've seen that before when they're not supposed to show stuff on camera in a courtroom and
yes,
stuff happens and that. These victims don't need these tapes broadcast for the world.
No. But I will say, like in the case, I remember Daryl Brooks's trial. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember Daryl Brooks's trial. Is it lawful law?
Is it lawful law?
Grounds. And
Hi.
there is video of him driving that car into the parade of people.
Yeah.
And just mowing people down. And that case was televised. And it was muted, the video. And we did not see the video if you were watching the stream of the court case, of the hearing. And I just remember hearing the cries of people in the audience and of the jury members watching it. We didn't need to see it. Right? And so that's, I am sure, I can't say I'm sure, I would hope that if, for whatever reason, and I don't think it's going to be, guys, because it is a federal case.
Yeah.
And I know there are sometimes exceptions, but I mean, they didn't make the exception for R. Kelly, right? Like, we didn't see the live of the R. Kelly case. I don't think we're going to see the live of the Diddy case.
And maybe we'll get proven wrong, and we won't be upset about that. But
yeah,
unless there is a new precedent set, the odds say no.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that all stays under wraps out of respect to the victims. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Just want to give some love to everybody in the chat. I'm seeing some of you guys disclosing that you guys have the disorder too. And I hope that it's helpful, because I know for me, when I first got diagnosed, like, everything I saw about the disorder was really, really depressing, and that really discouraged me getting help, because I was like, what's the point? And that's part of why I've chosen to be open about it, because I don't want people to feel the way that I did at that point. So, But I do need to say thank you to the people who have sent in support for the stream, which I so appreciate. So I'm going to go. I know I said congratulations to Zorro, who got her, to Doro Zabby. I always say Zorro because I look at it fast, but it's Doro Zabby, a member for 12 months. OMG one, yes. And then did someone say Shenanigans gifted a membership? And then said, I want to know if Amber Heard went to a Diddy party.
I'm not sure if we got, Tyrana also said, I love this community for her
Yes,
14th
yes,
month.
I did.
So.
And congratulations to you for your 14th month as well.
Thank you.
The 1th badge looks great. Diva D sent in a $10 super chat, and if it would stop highlighting everything, I could actually read it. Oh my gosh. Okay, there is a lengthy post by I'll Be Sure that talks about all the attempts on his life by Diddy, and the book purported to be from KP is completely fabricated to Diddy by Diddy's PR firm to make her look bad. I mean, it's possible, right? And that's why, like, I wanted to bring up what I'll Be Sure had said. I just pulled up that article. I know it's not everything, but it's yeah, it's a lot. Wicked NC just said, great show. I read the book. Wild. Whoever I'll Be Sure was the one promoting the book, saying it was real 2 days ago, now suing because of what is in it. And that's the thing. Like, and that's why I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. And when I've seen stuff with the Daily Mail before that they've basically been like, we dotted our I's, we crossed our T's. I don't know. I don't know what to think. General Scott just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I also got a PayPal from Maria. Thank you, Maria, for that. It was very kind of you. Gene Rec, hello, the one up of the hippo. Thank you so much. And Nicholas, I think, just renewed, came through. Welcome to Space News, because you got a month, so you didn't just join. But thank you very much. Producer Sister.
Yeah.
May I ask, what is our gifted membership count at today?
Gifted is 17.
In total?
Yeah, 18 with Nicholas, 17 gifted.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new to membership, there is a backlog of videos I've got of behind the scenes stuff and other rants and things like that. Producer Sister and I are working to expand what we're doing when it comes to content and things of that nature. So what we're doing as far as like what membership is going to look like, I'm not going to lie to you, it's kind of up in the air right now because we're doing stuff, but I can tell you right now what you do get with membership is that backlog of everything, which also includes like the videos. It also includes a video that explains the history of why I call you guys Space Angels. It goes into detail on that. And then I also have the badges, and then there's custom emojis, which includes the Lacey emoji. And I think now is a good time. Yeah. I'm going to ask her if she's interested.
I think it's time.
Hey, do you want to come over? Yeah, I'll give you a minute. Yeah, big stretch. Here's Lacey. Sometimes Lacey burps. Sometimes she does not. Sometimes she yawns and says hello. But there is Lacey. She's our palate cleanser, our sanity, a reminder that there is good in the world. And normally, the Space Angels just, thank you, just flood the chat with her emoji, and she's too cute. Yeah, you do. You have your own emoji. Because you're so fluffy. You're a star. Okay? Mommy's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Sorry. Ugh. Okay. So, that was quite the halftime. Are we ready for What the What? Are we ready for some fun? Are we ready for tone shift? Are we ready for people to yell at me of like, you were so sad and now you're so happy and it's weird? I have a very, like, I have a weird sense of humor. Like, one thing I kind of share with everybody, I will say this. So apparently in Kim Porter's book, at the end she writes something like, and he got me, as in like Diddy's her, right? And all I could think of was, put a one in the chat if you've seen Monty Python's The Holy Grail. There's this one scene in that movie where all the knights are in like this cave and they read this like message that's been written into the wall of the cave. And it says something to the effect of like, the grail is in the castle of ugh. And then they read it again and they really like enunciate the ugh. And somebody goes, he must have died while writing it. It's like he wouldn't have sat there and wrote it. He would have just, died. Like, he wouldn't have just sit there and, like, wrote it as he... Come on. And so part of me is kind of like... Is that what this is? Is there a part of this book that's just the castle of, oh, I don't know what to believe. I don't know.
I think that's too. They need to clarify, like, was this all written by her, or was, like, that line added by this other person with the Tupac ghost name? Like, we need more.
It's a mess. Oh my gosh, Calvert said, I keep meaning to watch it, but I haven't yet. If you have not watched Monty Python the Holy Grail, you need to.
Oh my gosh, get popcorn. Do not leave during the credits. The opening credits, you need to read them.
Where is it? Hang on. Oh, I don't want anything to fall. Under my custom Britney Barbie. Yeah, I have Tim the Enchanter. Because some people call me Tim. And yes, the bunny, because that bunny is dynamite. So good. So good. Just be careful what you're eating. Be careful what you're drinking while you're watching. You may want to pause before you do either of those things to prevent choking. I speak from experience. Yeah, that movie was life-changing for me.
Yes. Read the credits. The opening credits.
Llamas!
The llamas.
Llamas!
And those responsible for sacking have now been sacked.
So...
I've watched that movie far too long.
I know. It's so good. Okay, so... Yes, we're going to move into a portion of the show. This is a normal thing that I do on this show. We go through the serious stuff, and then we kind of have our halftime, where usually it isn't as heavy as what we just had. But then we move into kind of a fun section because life is hard, and laughing is a coping mechanism for me, and is for many people in this community. So we try to find something that is fun, that is interesting, to remind ourselves that there's other things in life, and to just have a good time. So I hope that that is cool. So Producer Sister.
Yes.
We're trying something a bit different today, right? With the What the What?
Yeah, I did one that was a little bit different. It was just an article I came across that I thought was funny, that we could go through, of basically various people stating what they thought song lyrics were, but they're not. And some of them, I totally get how they arrived at that opinion. And others, I was like, okay. Like,
I also have like a personal thing with this too, because
yes.
I am like the queen of misheard lyrics.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's bad. For a long time, I thought "Pour Some Sugar on Me," the "Pour Some Sugar on Me" was actually "Parlez-vous anglais?" Like, can you speak English in French? I don't know why, but I did for a really long time. And also, I Miss You, Blink-182, the webs from all the spiders. I thought it was, what's with all the spiders catching things and eating their insides? And I sang that forever, and I have been roasted all through my life for this. So yeah, let me know if you have misheard lyrics in your life. Like, is the one of An Empire State of Mind in here, Producer Sister?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Okay, because wasn't it like the Hawk Took girl? She made something about tomatoes was like a misheard thing that she heard in Empire State of Mind. It was weird, but I'm just saying. What?
Just that in general.
I think it was like concrete jungle, wet dream tomatoes, or something like that. It happens. So please share with me if you have these, or just laugh at me. One of the Oh gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, Bobby just said too many to name. Yay! Okay, so at least what?
Just laughing.
Yeah, like yay! It's good. Okay, so you thought the lyrics were what? Here we go. and all the sources, which will be added to the source check. Oh gosh. Yes, so Tiny Dancer. This is like a classic one. Is the Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer. But Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza.
I don't know.
Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Do. That's great.
For those who don't know, Tony Danza was mainstay on Who's the Boss back in the day, which would have been more timely for when this song came out. Now I'm guessing a lot of people, at least in younger generations, are, who is Tony Danza?
Oh my gosh, honey in the chat just said, you are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Stop! Oh gosh, it's good. It's good. It's good. This is awesome. Okay. Yeah, so it was one of the most frequently misheard lyrics as Elton John blooper has spawned a life of its own. For example, the single, which went 3 times platinum in April 2018, spawned a joke on the episode of Friends. On an episode of Friends, when discussing the most romantic songs of all time, Phoebe says that in her opinion, it's the one that Elton John wrote for that guy on Who's the Boss. Brilliant. Oh. Sorry?
Yeah. No, I'm just agreeing.
We built this city. What? So it's we built this city on rock. People think it's we built this city on sausage rolls.
Apparently.
Built this city on sausage rolls. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this misheard lyric from Starship's first ever single is so common that it prompted a parody song. YouTuber Lad Baby, aka Mark Hole, or Hoyle, held the #1 position on the UK singles chart. What? During the 2018 holiday season for his cover about pork stuffed pastries, beating out other artists like Ariana Grande and Mariah Carey for the honor. All the proceeds from this track were donated to the Trussell Trust, a food bank charity. That's adorable. I love that.
Yep.
We built this city on sausage rolls. Oh gosh, honey, you're doing it today. You give love a band-aid. Oh gosh. Okay, Drift Away by Uncle Kracker. Oh yeah, give me the Beach Boys to free my soul. I have heard this. Yeah, give me the Beach Boys and free my soul. Yeah, 100%. Peaking at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, Drift Away is one of Uncle Kracker's most famous songs. Unbeknownst to most people, it's also a cover. The original version of the song, which belongs to soul singer Dobie Gray. Or is it Dobby? I'm not sure. My apologies. Was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America in 1973. There we go. Give me the Beach Boys. Oh, yes! Blank space. Got a long list of ex-lovers that said, all the lonely Starbucks lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Taylor's fans misheard lyrics so frequently that the singer poked fun at her own song on Valentine's Day in 2015. In now deleted tweet, she wrote, sending all my love to the lonely Starbucks lovers out there this Valentine's Day, even though that is not the correct lyric, to which the coffee chain playfully replied, wait, it's not.
If you can't tell, I tried to get songs from all different decades and whatnot. We're going all over the map for this.
All ages welcome.
Yeah. It's not just current stuff.
Oh, good. Bohemian Rhapsody.
I, for one, am a big fan of, like, 70s, 80s music, too. So.
Oh, my gosh. No! Really? Oh. So this is the problem. Like, the first time I heard Bohemian Rhapsody, I, like, kind of was a bit obsessed.
Yeah.
And then I just, like, I was fully one of these people that just looked it up and, like, looked up the lyrics. Like, I was young, right? And I learned it from there. So I didn't really have a misheard lyric from that song, but saving his life from this warm sausage tea. Why are there so many sausages?
Yeah.
Why are we all thinking about sausages?
Apparently they're hungry.
Apparently.
People are hungry.
Oh, Kyle said Bad Romance has to be on this list. Is it on this list?
I can't remember.
Bad Romance is a bop, and it still holds up. I make no regrets. I make no regrets at all. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's keep going. Anything less than a piping hot cup of tea is an actual nightmare for most Brits, but turns out that's not actually what one of their most famous musicians was crooning about. The song's popularity in the country has endured. Regardless, the track is among the best-selling UK singles of all time and often cited as one of the greatest rock songs worldwide. Of course it is, because it's fantastic. Flawless. Oh gosh, baby got back. I like big butts in a can of limes. I've never heard that. Oh gosh, I've always heard big butts and I cannot lie. That's never. Oh gosh.
Why would you associate those things?
Sorry, Lacey's barking in her sleep. Hey, sweetheart. Okay. When Sir Mix-a-Lot's famously irreverent song made its debut in 1992, its equally outrageous video was briefly banned by MTV due to its bootylicious nature. Rather than squashing the song's popularity, the band actually boosted it, and it spent 5 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Of course it did.
5 weeks.
People like butts.
And yes, Kyle, it is another Friends cut.
Okay, this is the Message in a Bottle by the Police. Instead of a year has passed since I wrote my note, it's a year has passed since I broke my nose. Oh gosh. Please consider Message in a Bottle one of their most lyrically deep songs. In fact, when discussing the song in 1,000 UK number 1, Sting said, I think the lyrics are subtle and well crafted enough to hit people on a different level than something you could just sing along to.
Really?
Okay.
Sure.
You know what this just reminds me of? Is all the people that have all these opinions about what Kiss from a Rose is actually about.
Yeah.
My husband loves to butcher that song and annoy me with it. He'll literally just be like working on something, he'll just come through the door and go, Bippy! And just start going off, and I'm like, no! And then I always think about like all the discourse about what it's about and everything else, and it just ticks on a life of its own. Aquarius / Let the Sun Shine In by Fifth Dimension. Oh, it's dawning on the age of Aquarius, but it's dawning on the age of asparagus.
Age of
asparagus. That's good. The True Hippie Anthem is actually a mashup of 2 songs written for the musical Hair. It's also somewhat of a rarity in the music industry, as it was recorded by a group in 2 different cities, Los Angeles and Las Vegas. Despite its non-traditional origins, the single was certified platinum in August of 1991, 22 years after its original release. I've never heard asparagus in that.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Katie said, everything is food.
Everything is food.
We're hungry.
We're thinking about butts and we're thinking about food. Waterfalls, yes! Don't go chasing waterfalls instead of chasing.
Who is Jason Waterfalls?
The Jason Waterfalls lyric even has its own Urban Dictionary page. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's good. That's
okay,
good.
Shout out to April B, who just said Elton John's Benny and the Jets. And I love the movie 27 Dresses. Yes. That is one of my favorite rom-coms. I relate to that movie far too much. Yes.
Yes! Smells Like Teen Spirit. There are so many misheard lyrics in this song that I actually
like the whole song is basically a misheard
When I was
lyric.
in middle school, I took like an afternoon and I'm like, I am learning this song inside and out because I want to know the actual words of this song because I was so tired of like hearing all the butchering of it. And here we are now, entertain us is here we are now in containers. No. Legend has it that the Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain used the correct line, here we are now, entertain us, whenever he entered a party. It was such a signature for him that he found a way to work it into a song, only to have it misheard frequently by listeners. The confusion didn't stop the alternate track from reaching number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. I can't believe that didn't reach number 1.
I know.
That's a crime. That is a crime. Although I do love the here we are now, entertain us of being the thing that they walk in the room. I couldn't stop laughing the other day. I was just scrolling through Insta and a reel came up and it was Beyonce just like at a concert just being like, are you ready to be entertained? And the crowd's going nuts. And the person just captioned it, me meeting with my therapist this week.
That's awesome.
Crazy in Love just starts playing. I'm like, oh, this is good. I may send that to my therapist. Because some days, if you like that, it's just like, here we go.
You ready?
You are not ready. You are not ready. Oh my gosh. We Will Rock You by Queen. Yeah, kicking your cat all over the place when it's kicking your can all over the place. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. In 2008, all of Queen's singles, I can't read. Queen's singles, We Are the Champions and We Will Rock You, were inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. It was a well-deserved honor for the tracks, which despite being two separate songs, are almost always played together and frequently referred to as a single entity. In 2017, the track went 4 times multi-platinum with more than 7 million certified units sold because it's iconic. Yes.
I don't get why they're always played together. Like,
I don't know.
I don't think of them as one song. I think of them as two.
I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. Again, I Want to Hold Your Hand? We gotta stop thinking about food.
I don't want to hold your ham. Like,
I don't want to hold your hand.
the thing is, too, with this one, it's literally the name of the song.
Yeah.
How? It's the name.
I don't think the Beatles would have been like, this is our new song.
And who
I want to hold your ham.
But why would you want to hold ham?
I got nothing.
I got nothing. Like,
blame it on the British accents, but the first Beatles song to catch on in America also has one of the group's most frequently misheard lyrics, according to the industry lore. Bob Dylan also misunderstood the line in the song. He allegedly thought that I can't hide was I can't hide. I was gonna clean my room.
then.
After finding out that the group was not, in fact, using the green, he introduced them to the recreational practice and cemented himself as a spot in Beatle history. What? That's why?
Apparently.
Stop. That's iconic. That is absolutely iconic. Oh. Oh. And now I just have that song in my head. I was gonna clean my room until I... Watching my language. Ooh. I was gonna go to class. I could have cheated and I could have passed. I'm a believer. Yeah. And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. And people thought that I saw her face. I'm gonna leave her.
Yep.
No.
Takes a darker turn.
Yeah.
Especially in Shrek.
Then I saw. That's good. That's good. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm reminded of too, as we're talking about like the ones that are all food, is Lavender Haze on here by Taylor Swift.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Because now I cannot listen to Lavender Haze. It's the lyrics are, I feel a lavender haze creeping up on me, and a lot of people mishear it too. I feel 11 turkeys creeping up on me. And you wouldn't think it sounds like that, but it does.
11 turkeys creeping up on me.
So real. So ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Blinded by the Light, Bruce Springsteen, misheard lyrics, wrapped up, or the correct is revved up like a deuce.
Yeah.
Another runner in the night. So wrapped up like a deuce, another rumor in the night.
Yeah.
Okay. The famous Bruce Springsteen lyric gets misheard in all sorts of ways. In 1993, a Canadian sketch comedy show, The Vacant Lot, included a Blinded by the Light sketch on their show that poked fun at the various incorrect renditions out there. Fantastic.
I don't remember The Vacant Lot.
Neither do I. And like, it must have not ended up on like the Comedy Channel or something.
Yeah.
Because like I grew up watching SCTV for hours. And like older
I don't remember
Canadian
that
commentary.
show.
Like comedy, like Kids in the Hall and everything. But I don't remember this. Alright. Bad Moon Rising by Creedence Clearwater Revival. There's a bad moon on the rise, and they heard there's a
bathroom on the right.
So helpful.
It's directions.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny. Oh, wow. Some musicians love getting in on the joke of their misunderstood lyrics. John of the Band is one of them. During his 1998 Premonition concert taping, he actually sang the incorrect lyric on stage. Close listeners can hear it quite plainly after the final verse. It's also been reported that during other concerts, he'd point to the closest bathroom whenever he got to the line.
That's
Stop.
amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Oh.
I love it when artists can like play into the joke.
Oh yeah, have
And
fun with it.
Just have fun with it. You don't have to take it all so seriously.
Yeah.
Especially for something like this, like it's not overly consequential. It's a joke.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Like a Virgin by Madonna. Oh gosh, Like a Virgin touched for the very first time, but people here touched for the 31st time. That's not how it works.
No. Those things don't work together.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Like a Virgin was Madonna's first #1 hit in the US. The track topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 6 weeks. Its racy lyrics reportedly made it harder to find a recording studio and production team that would bring the song to life, but the finished product ultimately set Madonna apart from the horde of other 1980s pop singers.
I love that this was
I know,
too
this
racy.
was too far. This was too far.
Like, compared to what we have now, this was...
Fast forward 40 years and then we got WAP.
Yeah.
Certified Freak. Yes! It's gonna be me. My thing is... It's
Gonna be...
It's gonna be May. Oh gosh, in recent years, this misheard lyric has spawned its own meme that pops up every spring. A picture of frosted tip, curly-haired Justin Timberlake spouting the wrong lyrics. The song hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and even some of the most diehard 90s boy band fans admit that this lyric is hard to understand. I mean, I think it is. It's like the late 90s, early 2000s way of saying me.
Yeah.
All the different ways we said me. May.
And just the lack of enunciation.
May. Cups when I'm gone, yes! So you're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my taco?
Yep.
What? I've never heard that.
Yeah, neither have I.
Taco? What? This made-for-a-movie song is a combination of the Carter family song When I'm Gone and The Cup Game, which was invented by British band Lulu and the Lampshades and went viral on Reddit in 2009. It reached #6 on the Billboard Hot 100 and inspired legions of covers. And were posted on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Several of the covers actually included this misheard lyric. No.
Taco.
No.
No.
Work it. Yes! Oh gosh, stop. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Like, whatever it is, yeah. Oh my gosh. Because isn't it, I put it down, flip it, and reverse it, but it's actually reversed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's backwards. Missy Elliott's Work It spent 10 weeks at #2 on the Billboard Hot 100. It didn't hit #1 and it was there for 10 weeks?
Yep.
That's a travesty. That is a travesty. During that time, most fans assumed this line was just gibberish. There was even speculation that it was a coded dirty message, but turns out the real lyric is just, I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Just flipped and reversed. Brilliant. Brilliant. We didn't start the fire. It's always burning, said the worst attorney.
Ryan started the fire. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I always think of The Office with this song now.
Yeah. We Didn't Start the Fire ranks low on the list of Billy Joel's favorite songs, but the American listeners disagreed. The song reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and it received heavy airplay after its release in 1989. The track is a stream of consciousness style song that lists all the events Joel feels defined his generation, and the list is so lengthy that Joel has admitted having trouble remembering all the lyrics. And then there's been an updated version since, and...
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Forget You. No! How did you hear that? How did anyone hear that?
He's an Xbox, I'm more Atari. The way you play your game ain't fair. I pity the fool who falls in love with you.
I always remember the Muppet performance
Yes.
of it.
I may have almost been on the floor in the theater when the chickens started singing the song. It hit me the wrong way, and I laughed so hard at those chickens.
Yeah, so it's... The misheard is, I guess he's an expert and I'm more an attorney, but it's, I guess he's an Xbox and I'm more an Atari.
I guess not enough people know Atari.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. In the original expletive-laden version of the song, CeeLo Green says the F word 16 times in the span of 3.5 minutes. Even still, it reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and broke the 2 million view mark on YouTube within 1 week of its release.
It is a beautiful therapeutic song.
It is. It is. I still love Crazy too.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. Desperado by the Eagles. The original lyric is, "You've been out riding fences for so long now." And the misheard is, "You've been outright offensive for so long now." That's fun. Desperado was the last song the Eagles ever performed on tour. It closed their show out on July 29th, 2015, and 6 months later, their lead singer, Glenn Frey, passed. While the song is a fan favorite, it was never released as a single, which helped to boost the album sales. All right, there we go. Interesting. Oh, Blurred Line. I hate this song. I'm sorry. I really don't like this song. I didn't like it first listen, and then it just got so overplayed.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away from it. I'm like, I don't like this. And then, like, more stuff came out about, it all got really weird.
Yep.
Yeah. Must want to get nasty, but mushrooms are nasty. Oh, gosh, that's funny. Yeah, it did very well. And the unrated video, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell. They paved Paradise to put up a parking lot. Yeah, and then if it ain't Paradise, then put up a parking lot. Yeah. The Counting Crows and Vanessa Carlton cover of this song might be the most famous version, but Joni Mitchell was the original. Mitchell told the Los Angeles Times that she wrote the song after her first trip to Hawaii, where they had literally paved Paradise and put up a parking lot. Yeah. I get that.
I always think of the Joni Mitchell version. I don't.
Yeah. Our Lips Are Sealed by the Go-Go's. Oh, gosh. And now I think...
Not the Hillary Duff version.
Not thinking about Hillary Duff and her sister.
Telling lies, well, that's no surprise.
Which, of course, then my ADHD brain immediately takes me to that scene in Raising Your Voice.
No.
The vocal run by Hillary Duff with, like, 3 different singers. La 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 la. La 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 la.
That's enough.
I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I can. The Go-Go's originally started as a punk band in the 1970s, but shifted to pop with the release of their album Beauty and the Beat in 1981. Our Lips Are Sealed was the breakout hit from the album, peaking at number 20 on the Billboard charts. And it's in Jealous Games People Play, but the misheard is Even Dallas Games People Play. Even in Dallas.
People play.
People play. There we go. We learned. Stairway to Heaven. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, this is crazy. Stairway to Heaven never charted.
Seriously? Like this?
That's insane. But yeah, so the correct lyric is, "And as we wind down on the road, and there's a wino down the road." That's good. That's good. Sweet dreams are made of these. Eurythmics. Correct is, "I travel the world and the 7 seas." People thought it was generic jeans.
No. 7 C's, people.
It's 7 C's. What? That is so crazy. Yeah, it literally, like, I give it a year, poked fun at the listener's most frequent misheard lyric with one character quipping, "Do you think that Annie Lennox is singing about whether she's happened to travel the world in Levi's or Wranglers?" Come on. It's the 7 C's. Dancing Queen by ABBA. See that girl, watch that scene, digging the Dancing Queen, but no, it's see that girl, watch her scream, kicking the Dancing Queen. I mean, only 17, it does kind of sound like prom, not gonna lie. Oh gosh, that's funny. According to a poll conducted by Blinkbox in 2014, 22% of listeners reported hearing the famous lyrics this way.
I really hope they were just trolling.
Oh, we need better healthcare for ears. Oh my goodness. Papa, don't preach. It's Papa, don't no, Papa, don't. No. No! That's the song name.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That's insane. That's crazy. That's funny to me. Sorry. Okay, Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix. Excuse Me While I Kiss the Sky with Excuse Me While I Kiss This Guy. I mean...
at least that one lines up a little bit more.
Kinda?
Just like syllable-wise, but still. No.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so there's a commonly misheard lyric buried within it, and for his part, Hendrix did little to ever set the record straight. He even went so far as to occasionally sing the incorrect lyric in concert while nodding or pointing at a male member of his band up on stage. I love it. I love it. That's great. Like a G6. Yeah, yeah.
Like a G6, but like a cheese stick.
Stick. Yeah, yeah.
But again, that's the title of the song.
Fans misheard the lyrics to their sole hit as G6s aren't actually planes. It's just something the band made up that could conceivably go faster than a G4. That's funny. 2 Tickets to Paradise by Eddie Money. Misheard. I've got 2 chickens to paralyze.
I've got 2 chickens to paralyze.
That's so oddly specific.
Like, how do you come up with it?
I feel 11 turkeys creeping up on me.
Oh, that's good. Summertime Sadness. Oh, no.
Ow.
No!
I'm feeling electric tonight.
It's not I'm feeling ill like Drake tonight. No. No. Leave Born to Die alone. I love that album. Leave it alone. Blame it on the singer's sultry accent or the unusual pacing of the song. A few listeners get this lyric right, but few listeners get this lyric right on the first try. Then I guess I'm special. Oh, gosh. Take a Chance on Me by ABBA. So it's, if you change your mind, take a chance. I'm the first in line, take a chance. If you change your mind, Jackie Chan, I'm the first in line. Jackie Chan. No.
No.
Oh, Sarah B going, I've misheard many Lana Del Rey lyrics.
That's fair.
Here's what I will say. I have thought I have misheard many. The first time I listened to Cola, I had to stop for a minute and be like, I'm sorry? Put a 1 in the chat if you know the Lana Del Rey song Cola. If you know, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I can't say it here. That's the thing. I would say it if I could, but I can't. Vertigo by U2, yes.
Hello, hello. I'm at a place called Vertigo.
Oregon? No.
A place called Oregon.
No. No. That is not the song. That is not the song. Sarah P just said same. Yes! With what? Exactly. Cat, thank you for the emoji. That is accurate.
Is Vertigo the same one where they counted wrong in Spanish?
I can't remember.
It's unos, dos, tres, catorce. Was it 1, 2, 3, 14 or something?
Yeah, it was Piano Man by Billy Joel. Yes, sing us a song. You're the piano man. But sing us a song for the yellow man. No.
Who is the yellow man?
Who is the yellow man? It's the piano man. Oh, yes, honey, you're right. You have the backing vocals for Rolling in the Deep. 1,000 queer sheep never had dead meat. Pigeon carnival rolling in the deep. 100%, it's true. 100% true. Oh, okay. Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. Take me down to the very nice city instead of take me down to the Paradise City. Okay, that's not too bad. Like, it's
title!
But it is Paradise City. Like, yeah. Yeah. It's about the town where Axl Rose's family would vacation in Bloomington, Indiana. That's cool. Okay, Shake It Off. Yes. And the baker's gonna bake, 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 bake. I love people are reacting to the Rolling in the Deep thing. It's so good. Okay, so the lead single off of Taylor Swift's Purely Pop album, 1989. Unlike some of her other misheard lyrics, T. Swift has never addressed this misquote publicly. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to.
No. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles, The Girl with the Kaleidoscope Eyes, and The Girl with the Kaleidoscope. Oh my goodness.
I mean, the song is kind of a fever dream.
Yeah, exactly. Paul McCartney finally confessed in a 2004 interview that it was pretty obvious what the song was about.
Yeah.
I think we know. Chasing Pavement, Adele is here! Or did I Should I just keep chasing penguins? No, it's chasing pavements. Penguins.
Penguins.
Penguins. Have you guys heard Benedict Cumberbatch say penguin?
It's worth a search on YouTube
Oh my
if
gosh.
you haven't.
Penguins. Oh my goodness. Okay. Much more lighthearted twist on this classic breakups heartbreak song. The mix-up between Chasing Penguins and Chasing Pavements has been reported by multiple listeners. While Chasing Pavements didn't perform well on the charts, it's credited with giving Adele her American breakout. Yep. The creator performed the song on SNL in 2008, which gave her a huge amount of exposure in the United States, and I'm so glad she did. I can see clearly now, Lorraine is gone. What did Lorraine do?
Poor Lorraine.
Poor Lorraine. I'm glad so many of you guys have seen Benedict in it. It is worth a look. I can't do it without getting copyright struck, but basically Benedict Cumberbatch did a narration for like a nature film or something where he said penguins, but he keeps saying repetitively penguins. And
no one wanted to correct him.
And nobody, and it's just so awkward. It's so uncomfortable, and he's asked about it on a talk show, and it's pretty funny, but it's great.
He got asked about it on Graham Norton or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Penguins. The first reggae song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, really. Johnny Nash's I Can See Clearly Now has one of the most commonly misunderstood lyrics in music history. Nash wrote the lyrics to the hit himself, but his thick Texan accent can make it hard for some listeners to figure out exactly what those lyrics are. I've never had that concern.
No, neither have I.
You exy thing by Hot Chocolate. I believe in miracles. Do I remove umbilicals? I have never heard that in my life.
Nope.
Never.
Gives the song a very different look.
Has anyone ever thought that?
Apparently someone did.
I have questions. Okay. You're the one that I want? But you're the wobbly one? Yeah, okay, fair.
You're the wobbly one.
Honey. That's funny. That's good. Oh, okay. Getting jiggy with it. Oh gosh, kick a chicken with it. Na 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 na. Kick a chicken with it. Na 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 na. No, again, food. Why are we always hearing food?
We're really beating up on the poultry.
It's. I feel living turkeys. It's so easy. It's easy to understand why the lyrics to this early Will Smith song are so often misunderstood. Before he released the track, Jiggy wasn't a part of the popular lexicon. Yeah. Certain communities, especially those who speak, I don't know, AAVE, I don't know, have used the term for a long time, but it wasn't a word the wider culture would have known. So instead of understanding that the rapper was singing about being cool or trendy, many audiences assumed he was talking about kicking farm animals.
Poor chickens.
Oh my gosh, poor chickens. Poor chickens. And that's it. There we go. Can we get some love in the chat for producer sister for putting that together for us? Thank you so much. Oh. The misheard lyrics.
Yeah.
The misheard lyrics. Oh.
Honey just posted another one from Greece. I got shoes, they're multiplying. And I'm losing control.
That's funny. That's funny. I want to see actually if I can find something because I've been looking at it. I've been looking at a shirt that has just been like making me laugh so much, and it kind of relates to this. I can't remember if I've shown you guys this or not before. Please forgive me if I have. But I wear a lot of like different t-shirts. I like to have fun with them and make things a little bit crazy sometimes. I love this one. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. I'm just gonna wait for the chat to catch up on this one. This is so awesome. I love this shirt so much. It's Like the next time I do an order, I have to get this. I can't help myself. It's way too funny of the Blink-182 I miss you shirt. I'm seeing the reactions now. I'm so happy. It's like exactly Sarah B. Right, Rando? I need it too. It's so good. I'm like, oh. And it's true, like, when I saw it originally, I was just like, what does that even say? And then I just started saying it. I'm like, no, I need this. I need it. I saw it in, like a TikTok or something, and then I looked for it, because I'm like, I need this. Oh, honey, you're bringing them. And after all, you're my wonder bra. Oh gosh, the world is weird. Well, you guys, we've been going for almost 2 hours. This is the section of the show that I call Last Call. Like at a bar. This is your last opportunity to send in any support you want to send in, say anything you want to send in, ask any questions you have, and I do my best to answer them. Also, DVD, thank you for the super chat that you brought in. I am going to read this in my head first because I'm seeing a word that is censored and I don't know if I could say it out loud. Okay, so OMG, my college BFF thought that fascinated by Company B when they say I'm fascinated by your love boy was I'm blanking by your love boy. I mean, I can't pass judgment on anyone when I thought Pour Some Sugar on Me was Parlez Vous Anglais for a long time. Like, I can't judge anybody.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Bobby liked this. Okay. Thank you, Bobby. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm glad you liked it. I can't believe how many people we have had here today. I am baffled, and I am thankful, and I am overwhelmed. Yeah, it's been how different does this world look today than it did last Monday?
Yeah.
Last time we talked.
No, we were here on
yeah, like the last time we
Thursday.
did a Monday show,
Yeah.
right? Like, oh gosh, Kyle just said télé français, bonjour, allô, salut. One day we will do a members only or something where we will all suffer through télé français together.
That's just mean.
Je suis un nanana.
And I'll share in the pain we had as kids growing up in Canadian schools and what we were subjected to in order to learn French. As you can guess, it didn't go well and we don't remember much.
I think I just have this love of like 80s and 90s like children's media.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that came out of just like, really?
Why? Just why?
Cheryl Lee just said, can we have Charlie on during the What the Wut's? His sweet noises can add to the comment. It depends. Sometimes he doesn't want to stay. And that's the thing too. He is currently on my bed, likely in a bed. So he has a bed on a bed, snuggled up in a blanket, looking out the window and falling asleep. He's living his best life. He's happy, right? Oh gosh.
And we do make a point of not making the dogs do anything.
No.
If they don't want to, they don't have to. They have choice.
Like, Lacey is asleep. Her paws are like twitching while she's sleeping. My goodness. That's fine. She's been on high alert with me all day. It's been a day. So she knows Auntie's here and she's chilling.
Yep.
So it's
I'm
all
here.
good.
For
Yep.
those who don't know, I am sitting on the other side of the computer screens. We're
in the same room.
Yeah.
We're in the same room.
about 4 or 5 feet apart.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you guys, I am going to roll the outro. I will ask you all, please make sure you have liked. Please make sure you are subscribed. If you would not mind leaving a comment, it makes a huge difference in the algorithm for me because it shows that that this video has interaction as a standalone video and also as a live, and it really does help me out. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I would appreciate it.
Quick thing. Martine just asked when is the next live stream. So Kim will be on Popcorn Planet tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be back here on Wednesday.
Unless something changes and unless you guys know.
Yeah, and if something major breaks, then
I don't know.
We will roll with the punches and figure out a new schedule. But if things stay the status quo, that's the current plan.
Yeah.
And when you leave a comment after the show, let us know what misheard lyrics you have in your life.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
We all do it.
Penguins. Or just leave a penguin emoji.
Yeah.
Penguins.
Penguin.
All right. Much love to you guys. I'm going to roll the outro. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.